What is going on, guys? Money Webby here, back again on Saturday. We got a nice 9-game slate here tonight. I got it broken down for you with 6 of my favorite plays on the slate, my money 6. So before we get going, slap a like on the video, really appreciate it. And also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already to get these videos and just plays in general every single night. So let's get into it. I'm going to go with Paul George first off. This is obviously a contingent on if Russell Westbrook is out. I'm imagining he will be out. He kind of went through a light practice yesterday, and I would imagine they would keep him out until Monday. That's the next game. They're playing against the Suns here tonight. Definitely a team that can beat without Russell Westbrook. So Paul George, he was balling out last time against them. He went for 32 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. And also, this is kind of a guy that can get some steals and some steals and stuff like that. He's averaging 2.5 on the year, so he wasn't able to get one in that game. Still dropped 52 points. So I think he can put up those same kind of stats, like 32 points, a few rebounds. Like, he's been very good at rebounding this year, especially without Russell Westbrook, and to get a few assists as well. His usage rate has been really high without Westbrook, and then get like a steal or two. That gets him over 50 points again here in this game. So at 9,900, right around 50 points would be great. And it's a nice little value based on the off-the-top guys, and I think he can score alongside those guys. And it could be a little bit closer here. This game against the Suns last time was a little bit of a blowout. They were up by a good amount, so he didn't need to put on his foot on the gas that much like the fourth quarter. But now with it being in Phoenix, I think the Suns could compete a little bit more in this game. So I'm going to go ahead and lock in Paul George there as my first guy. Then I'm going to go with NIKOLA VUCEVIC here. He's been balling out recently. He went for 51 DraftKings points, 45 against the Knicks, 50 against the Wizards 3 of the last 4 games. And this is a really good matchup. The Lakers kind of struggle against some stretch 5s. And VUCEVIC, he's been rebounding really well. And they do struggle with their rebounding this year. So I think this sets up as a really good matchup for VUCEVIC. Also, Aaron Gordon is still a little bit banged up. He was listed as questionable. So maybe they go to VUCEVIC a little bit more here in this game. He's been absolutely killing it. His field goal percentage is extremely good. And I think he can get it going here in one of the higher scoring games of the night. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there. He is 50 plus upside at only 8,400. Then I'm going to go with Lonzo Ball. It just makes too much sense. With a Rajon Rondo ruled out, then Lonzo can finally get his full complement of minutes. Like, he got 32 minutes last game against the Trailblazers when Rondo got hurt during that game. So when the guy gets over 30 minutes, normally he's able to fill it up in multiple categories. He's a very solid rebounder, can get some assists, he can score a little bit, and this is a good matchup going against DJ Augustin, a guy that isn't great defensively. So Lonzo Ball can definitely get it going here in this game. I think he can get like maybe like around like a 13, 7, and like 6, something like that, just where he fills it up in every category and returns some solid value at 5,400. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my third guy. And then I'm going to go with Jamal Murray. This should be a high-scoring game, and he is one of the best matchups on the Nuggets here. The Pelicans have really been struggling against point guards, and Jamal Murray, he's due for one of those breakout games. He was shooting pretty well against the Hawks last time. It's just that he came off the bench due to him violating a team rule. So he only played 23 minutes, and he still dropped 29 DraftKings points. So now he's going to be re-entering the starting lineup, and I think he'll be able to show out here. He'll probably be a little bit motivated after getting benched, and their defense hasn't been very good. They're allowing a 36% clip, 2 3-point shooters. So I think Jamal Murray can get it going. He had a very good game against them. The first time out, he shot 9 for 19, dropped 23 points, and he also got 5 steals. Maybe that kind of goes down a little bit, but I think he can score a little bit better in this game against the Pelicans just based on how they're funneling so many DraftKings points into point guard. So I'm going to go ahead and lock in Murray there as my fourth guy. Then I'm going to go with TJ Warren. This guy's been going off recently. Trevor Ariza was ruled out last game, which kind of opened up some more shots again for TJ Warren, and he's just been very consistent and effective every time he's gotten the ball. So there's no reason for them not to go to him again, especially against this OKC defense that really struggles against power forwards. He shot 10 for 14 against them the other night, good for 34 DraftKings points. And most of that was just from like the points. And I think he could still get maybe like 7 or 8 rebounds and maybe get an assist or 2. So like I think he can score over 20. And then it would just come down to how many rebounds and assists he can get. So, like, one of the best matchups, like I said, the Suns I mean, not the Suns. OKC does have some solid defense on like small forward, shooting guards, and also center. So TJ Warren, he's the go-to guy, I think, for the Suns here tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my 5th guy of the core 5. And for my value guy, we're going to go with JONAS JEREBKO here. He showed out really well in the other day when he started for the Warriors against the Hawks. And now with him starting again, most likely here, with Draymond Green out, I think he can have another solid game. Like, he's very useful without Draymond Green because he gives them that spacing that they kind of lack without Steph Curry. So JEREBKO can definitely hit some threes here in this game. Dallas has struggled against three-point shooters, allowing a 37-point percentage to three-point shooters. So I think JEREBKO could hit a few here. He's actually pretty damn solid in the glass when he does play. So he could be another guy that gets like around 15 points, around like 8 rebounds or something like that, and 3,700. Way too good of a value to pass up. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there. And also, one final guy to keep on your radar, TYREKE Evans here. Victor Oladipo has just announced that he's questionable, and it honestly kind of makes sense for them to hold him out. Like against the Hawks really can't compete with anyone, especially without Taurean Prince, one of their best players. So I could see them just sitting Victor Oladipo, being a little bit cautious with him, and going with TYREKE Evans in that starting lineup, a guy that was balling out recently. So might as well keep him going, build up his confidence, because he could be a big part of this Pacers team down the line. Like, if he can be a nice, reliable second or third scorer for this Pacers team, then they could be a really solid team. So I think TYREKE Evans, if Oladipo is out, will enter the starting lineup and have a huge night. Going against the Hawks at 3,900, that value would be way too good to pass up. So that's my final guy. Like, let's say Oladipo is out, you got all these great values and plays, and you still got 6,400 remaining per player, which is definitely doable for another good play, maybe even Sabonis or something like that, or Millsap. So it can definitely be filled out. After that, maybe JaVale McGee, who's been killing it. So good luck here tonight on this 9-game slate. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video. Got anything out of value in this one, and subscribe. Like I said, if you haven't already, after you subscribe, hit that bell icon to get alerted every time I upload. So good luck. Hope you win some money, and we'll see you back here again next time.